going on, guys? It's your boy Cash, and we are back here at the NNR event, and I wanted to share a deck that I was literally, hold on, just so you guys know I'm not bugging. So I wanted to make this deck, and I was starting to build it myself, right? I was starting to build it, and then I ran into a person that was actually using the same deck. So I said, well, you probably took more time, you probably made it a little bit better than I did. As you can see, I was still trying to figure it out. Then I had to go to work. Then I fought a guy that actually had it all kind of planned out. So I was like, you know what? Let's be lazy and just copy what he has. Kind of the essence of this festival in general. So I was like, you know what? I think that this would be perfect. So let me explain the deck, and then I'm going to go into a few matches. First off, we have the Nephthys. It's the whole Nephthys kind of package, but it added in a thing that I did not think about, which is Yubel. So the Nephthys package, if you remember, if you're an old school Yu-Gi person like I, you remember this card, the Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. It was kind of a card by itself. Pretty much that if it died by a card effect, it would die and then sweep the back row when it came back. So you had to kill it by battle. If you didn't kill it by battle, then you were kind of like doomed to see it keep coming back. It was great because like Regeki and all other nonsense, you were like, yeah, you can't kill my monster, but it's like, yeah, whatever. So now this card actually, if I just go this and go to related cards, so it actually has a couple more supporting cards. It has a UR that is it has a Link monster. You know this card is so old, there's no way it had a Link. Has another ritual monster, has like 2 of them, but this is the only one that you can use at the time. But it all still has to do with breaking, and like not breaking, but destroying your own cards in order to utilize their effects that are similar to the main one. And I actually do want to maybe do this archetype outside and do it in regular ranked. I also want to see if this works with Unchained. I also wanted to see multiple things. I was personally thinking Unchained, and I was thinking about artifacts. Both you can't really utilize in this format, so it would have to be something I would take outside and try it in ranked. But it was cool that this person decided that, you know what, another great way to utilize this would be Yubel. Reason why is because Yubel, if it dies by a card effect, it's up its own effect, which is something, I forgot where is it. During an end phase, tribute 1 other monster or destroy this card. So usually when it comes out, you want to kill it immediately, and then you get the Yubel Terror Incarnate. The Yubel Terror Incarnate has a beautiful effect here. During the end phase, destroy all other monsters, and on the field when this card leaves the field, and then you get the other one, which we're not running. The other deck did run the last one. I didn't feel like running that one, so I changed it a little bit. But what's cool about this is that this card sweeps all the monsters, and then this card sweeps all the spells and traps. So you pretty much have infinite, like, them going away until they can easily, which is very easy to kill this monster. It's not like it can't be targeted. It can die to like a, you know, Regeki. It could die by, you know, a lightning vortex, something like that. But if you have the opponent where they're in a mist where they can't do that, it kind of is funny. I'm gonna see if I can get it on video. So the other, oh god, what card was that? What card was that? I think it was this one. I'm pretty sure. If it's not, then I feel bad. But they have this card, so you can target 1 level 4 a Nephthys in the graveyard, destroy 1 card in your hand, which could be any of the fun cards that you know and love, and then you can special summon that targeted card, negate its effects. During the standby phase, same thing as the other one. They have each one of the Nephthys cards has like a thing. So this one, you get to special summon this card from the graveyard if it was destroyed by an effect. This one, you can select a Nephthys spell or trap and add it to from your deck to your hand, which is great. And this is on your next standby phase, so you can actually utilize it the next turn. The first part of it is that during your main phase, I can destroy a card in my hand again, and if I do, add a Nephthys monster from my deck to my hand. That's why I think you have 3 of these. This card is kind of super important, I feel like, to getting a lot of these other combos out. Next, you have the Chronicle. You can target 1 Nephthys card in the graveyard, destroy 1 card in the hand, and add that target. So that's good. It's card, so it could be a monster, it could be the ritual spells, it could be a lot of different things. So I do like that. Also, it's cool because if your extra deck monsters are kind of stuck down there, you can then just put them back into the thing, put it back into the extra deck. Same thing if this one goes to the day, it was destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 Nephthys card from your graveyard to the hand. The other one was from, I think, the deck to the hand. So you have a lot of different combo pieces. Sangan, it's because Sangan's here. It allows you to get the majority of the cards in your deck because most of them have 15 or less attack, which is fantastic. I realize I should have been boosting this up for you guys. I kind of forget that because I'm saying it anyway. I feel like it's fine. This card's kind of funny because when you normal summon or special summon it, you get to draw 1 card, then place 1 card that you don't need in your hand, put it at the top or the bottom of the deck. There's a lot of other utilizations for that, but for this one, most of the time, if it's a good card that you want to draw next turn, you put it on top. If it's a crappy card, you put it at the bottom so you don't draw it. Pretty much like a hand cycle. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon any number of them from your deck. Obviously, with the destructions that we have in the deck, you can obviously easily utilize this. The special summon will trigger that, and then you will draw. It's a really cool function. Plus, they're level 3s, and that's why there are, I think there's this one, because technically you can get 2 of them out on the field, and then boom, you can go into Bamboozling Gossip Shadow. If you don't know what Bamboozling Gossip Shadow is that when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can detach 2, and it becomes both players just draw a card. You can also target one other number XZs. There's not too many of them in this deck. Number XZs, and then boom, you can attach this card as material, and it takes its materials over to that monster as well. So the only one that the only numbers you're running is this one, Maleficent Sin. You're also running this one, and this one. Oh yeah, and then this one. So there's a couple that you are running, but in case it is, that's kind of what the combo is. Back to the main deck. I know I went sidetracked. Sonic Bird is just I think they just put it in here for filler. I do think that maybe you would run more of the Nephthys card, but I'm still feeling it out myself. But they literally just run it in here because normal summon, get a ritual spell, boom. And the ritual spell that you're running is the Rebirth of Nephthys, which is you could use it to summon any of the Nephthys ritual monsters. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field that equal level. You guys know how that works. But if you tribute Devotee of Nephthys or Cerulean, which we can't use this one is SR, you can destroy one card on the field as well, which is pretty cool. Now the Devotee is right here, and this one is if it's ritual weather, you can blah blah blah. If this card is ritual summon, you can activate this effect. Special summon one Nephthys monster from the deck, but during the end phase you destroy this card. I actually messed up on that. I thought it was the other card. It's actually this card specifically that it dies. What's also cool is that if this card is in the graveyard, you could destroy one Nephthys card in your hand, and if you do, special summon this card. So very, very fluid card. It helps the archetype out a lot. And this Nephthys card, you can literally just summon the big mama right out to the field. So that's pretty cool. Then you also have Manju of the 10,000 hands. Lets you get the ritual monster or spell, whatever you want. I feel like you could just run this, and then you don't really necessarily need to run this, but it is what it is. Yubel, we already went through. Same thing with that card. Went through this one. Moon Mirror Shield. In this in the NR event, it's only one. You only can run one copy of it. It's just a cheap, very easy to abuse card, I think, because it just pretty much makes that you're going to be 100 attack above whatever you're attacking on that monster. And if the card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can pay 500 to put it on top of your deck or the bottom, but you can put it on top, or if you want to draw it next turn. Okay, and then Torianto Tribute, because killing our own monsters is fantastic for us. We can even do it off of a Yubel summon, which is pretty cool. Compulsory, because it's a really good card. And Limit Reverse, again, 1,000 attack. It's not for all of our cards, but a lot of the other Nephthys ones. And also Yubel, which is the classic combo, is to do this off Yubel, because you can Limit Verse in the beginning or at the end phase of the other person's turn. You put out Yubel, and then you put it in defense mode. The card dies, and then Yubel's effect triggers. So pretty cool. And I think, like I said, when this card, Yubel says when this card is destroyed, it doesn't have to be on the field. So I think you can destroy it in the hand, and it works fine. XZs are in here because of level 2s, because a lot of these cards are level 2s that come out. So that's why you have a couple level 2 XZs that are in here. And again, you have this one, the Dragabalon, because you can do 8s, which are the second Phoenix is 8. So if you have an 8, and then you don't really utilize this effect, this second one, there's not too much in the NNR festival that can really work too much with it. That there is the Hearth Dragon, but the Hearth Dragon doesn't really work too well in this deck because of all the destruction. But you can then take this and turning into the Pain Gainer, and then if you want, the Pain Gainer can go into the 7 Sins, which is just a big attacking brute pretty much. The Link monster is 2 Nephthys monsters, and then during your main phase, if this card is Link Summon, you can add pretty much the Nephthys, the big mama Nephthys from the deck to the hand, and then also a ritual spell from the graveyard to the hand. You can also destroy one Nephthys monster this points to, special summon a Nephthys from the graveyard, but negate its effects, which kind of doesn't matter because it's going to get destroyed, and then you're good to go. Baba Barber is a cool card. It's like pretty much the battle phase starts, it bounces, and another card most likely on your field will bounce along with it, so you get to pretty much protect your monsters for a turn, and then they come back, and then you can utilize them for whatever you want the next turn. And then the Herald of the Mirage Lights, the first part you really can't use too much. When a spell out, you can send a fairy monster from your hand. I think the only fairy you're running is the Manju card. but it's better for the last part of it. And if you do blah blah blah, you can where is it? If this card is in your possession is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card, you can add 2 ritual monsters and or spells with different names from your graveyard to your hand. That's kind of why you're running it. But that is the deck, and we're gonna go and try to see if we can do something spectacular with it. If not, then I'm gonna blame you guys. And he has no extra deck. Okay, we have a Nephthys in our hand, which is great. Have a Oriental Tribute, so you can target one now. So I think here we put the Oriental down. I don't have a Nephthys level 4 or lower in my graveyard. Then I would destroy 1 card in the hand, which I would just destroy this, and I would do that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna first put out the Songbird. I know it's Sonic Bird, shut up. All right, so we're gonna get this and pretty much end the turn. There's not much I can do here. Now, once I get a card in the graveyard, one of these cards in the graveyard, I will be able to at least utilize this effect, kill this. Next turn, I will be using this to get the actual ritual monster. We have Toriental. If he gets too crazy, he's gonna pop it, which is fine. MST is definitely alive and well in the festival. Then again, I guess you could argue I probably didn't really need to even bother putting that. He doesn't have an extra deck, so what could he? Oh wow, that's funny. So even better, I think I should still normal summon, because I would like to use this as a... Actually, that might still have been a mistake. Anyway, it thins out my deck. And then he might think that I need it when I don't. He doesn't know we got 2 of them. So what's cool here is that, you know, I have options like these. I'm going to try to go for the rebirth, see if it triggers any of the cards that he has. Maybe he has a negate. I don't know what the heck kind of deck that he's running. Do this. And I'm going to throw my other one away. And since I did use this card as a thing, I get to destroy a card, which I'm going to destroy his back row. It's a compulsion, which you didn't get to use it. Now this one, since I ritual summon, I can activate this. Special summon a Phoenix card, which I have a lot of options. I could just special summon this straight up, but I'm gonna get my other one from the grave as well. I think we're gonna go here with this one. It lets me destroy the card in my hand, which I'm gonna destroy this. And then I can get any of these in my hand. Guess I'll go with this. Because I technically... Oh, no. Did I misread this? If this card is in the area, you can destroy one Nephthys card in your hand if you do special summon this card. Not sure why I can't use this effect at the moment, but it is what it is. Now we can take our 2. I can also use this as well. Let's go with this. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate your kind efforts. Now, the only way I think you can get Yubel in the hand consistently is like, I think through Sangan. There's no other way to search it. You have like, the old school way was like Mystic Tomato to get it out in the field really quickly and then do some other stuff with it. Okay, we got the Yubel the Incarnate, which is a good destroy target because if you read Yubel's effect, it doesn't matter where the Yubel Incarnate actually is. So let's see, we got Sangan. Put that face down. Compulsion just in case. I'm gonna keep the limit reverse because I don't want to. Then again, I could. What's the worst? There's no Harpies Feather Dusters in this format, so you know there's not much he could actually do. Hopefully he just kills this naturally. He does have an extra deck, so you might be running some meta. You might be running the meta. What's cool is that you can also limit reverse to Sangan as well, if you're feeling frisky. Summons Art, so he's gonna add a level 5 or higher. That's fine. Normal monster. And he's going to be using the MetalFoes. Now, I know MetalFoes I heard were really popular. I don't know what they do outside of destroying themselves and then just getting other cards based off that. Once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do set a MetalFoes spell or trap directly, one other face-up. So what I could do... Okay, no, he has a... I want to say I could bounce one of his cards, but I can't. So now he can, once per turn... Oh, it's the same thing. So they each have the same effects, so he's gonna bounce that, and then get a Speller Trap. We can learn MetalFoes right now. Gets the fusion card, puts it face down. Doesn't that mean he can't use it though? He has to use it next turn. Puts out another one, and he could do the same thing for the other one on the left side if he wants to. Well, the right side technically. His left, my right. But now does he use this to pop this? No, he uses that to get the one that he just killed. Now that's on the field. He also normal summons this. Oh no, that's his whole entire hand. I was like, wait, he just normal summon? No, that's his whole pendulum's turn right there. So I think to be a gigantic, well, he has a normal summon. If I bounce this back to the hand, this would have been a fantastic Toriental. If I bounce this back to the hand, he just gets it back anyway. I think the only thing that would be nice to get to his hand would be this, but then he could just sacrifice these two in order to put it out. That might still be a decent play. Let's see what he does with these two. I'm assuming he has a level 7 synchro. Maybe we'll just bounce that 7 synchro. Even though this scale is ridiculous. He can actually put these right back next turn. That's actually kind of nuts. That is a huge scale. Goes with the metaphor thing. So when it's special summon, you can target one card in your pendulum summon. Special summon it. Also, this card cannot attack for the rest of the turn, so this card's kind of useless. Monsters in your opponent's possession cannot activate their effects during the... Oh, so I think I lose my Sangen because of that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bounce that because I want to use my Sangen's effect. So we'll take some damage here, but I rather not. I know he's gonna synchro these away. I could have bounced this up, but then based on that, reading that card, I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't be able to use my Sangen because it's a monster in my possession, and it would be during the battle phase. So I feel like that was the smarter move to do. These are psychics? I had no idea. So he's gonna kill that. Now I could get Yubel here, and then pray on my next turn I get something that will allow me to kill it. That is an option that I can do. But I think the smarter thing would be to get this. Pretty sure. I think that's the smarter thing. Now, obviously, we'll see in the next hand. We can theory craft whether or not it would have been a good idea or not. Theory craft with it ourselves, but there's a lot of weird stuff that goes into it. There's a lot of percentages and ratios that will be like, oh, you should have definitely took that. But if I got Yubel and then I got one of the cards like this to like destroy it or something like that. So you actually had another fusion card. This is main phase 2. Fusion summon one using one monster each in your hand, field, and face up on the extra deck. Oh god. And Sangen you can only use once per turn, so there's no purpose of me reversing it back. See what he does here. So he does that, and then one of the magician cards. We know this is a fusion card, so I don't feel too threatened so far. You target up to 2 MetalFoes cards in the graveyard and 1 card in the field. Shuffle those 2 targets, and if you do, return the target card back to the hand. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon 1 from the graveyard or face up on the extra deck. Okay. So far, still so good. I did not know these were psychics. I'm kind of like blown away by that. I wonder if there's more implications of stuff that you could do with that. So this card doesn't have like a negate or anything like that. Oh god. And that's actually why I was thinking about when I was looking at the ratio of the deck. I was thinking about running only 1 of these. And then yes, it's like, oh, if they die, then you need a way to get 2 of them. But I also thought like, maybe not so much. Maybe not as much as you think. This is just a fusion card, so unless he can fusion into something that can like negate my move. I don't know too much about this archetype, but we'll save that. All right. So far, he's holding on to his fusion. Gonna go with this. I'm just gonna sacrifice one of these big boys. They're kind of just chilling in my hand. Now we're gonna go with this. Put it face down. Not face down, sorry. In the face of defense position. Not 100% sure if I can get rid of it. That's why. If I'm being honest. So now this will allow me to special summon one of the big boys. But actually, technically, I don't know if that is the best option. I could get one of these right now, but I can't hit over this at the moment. So maybe it might be smarter to get one of these. Target one in the graveyard, which is the thing, destroy one card in the hand. And if I do... And then I have 2 level 2s. And then I think I could actually beat that out. Graveyard, destroy one card. If you do special summon the target in... I don't have any other Nephthys cards in my graveyard though. Like, something tells me to get this, and it will always mess up his back row a lot, but I think I'm gonna go with my gut. Gonna go with my gut. So I can destroy one card in the hand and add another Nephthys card from my hand. I haven't... Oh, no, I did normal summon already. That's fine. So we destroy the Yubel Incarnate. And we'll get another Nephthys monster. I think here it might be smart to get one of these now. Because I think that I can actually... do something with it. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Link monster in this situation might be the best. During the main phase of Link summon, you can add one thing, then add a ritual spell from the graveyard to the hand. You can activate one of these effects. Destroy one Nephthys card. This card points to, but summon another one from the graveyard. But its effect is negated. That doesn't seem like it's going to help us right now. Target one face up on it. And while this card is face up on the field, that target is negated. That doesn't really help us either. I might have fucked up. All right, so we got little Johnny here. You can activate one of these effects. Then a ritual spell. The ritual spell aspect doesn't really help me too much, but destroying a Nephthys monster. Well, I don't have a Nephthys monster that it points to unless I use this, and then I'll be able to use this other effect. I think that we just go with the adding of the card, which makes the other one kind of silly. Which means I should have used this for something else, most likely. Alright, I can use Devotee, okay. Allows me to destroy a card in the hand, which I'll destroy the Nephthys. I'm gonna put this down. Okay. He's still holding on to that fusion card. So can do the Baba Barber now. Limit reverse. I think if anything that limit reverse would actually be... I think at this point we end the turn. Let me see something. I gotta go on a limb here. I'm gonna go with Sangan here. And then maybe since it goes from the field to the graveyard. I'm trying here. Give me a little bit. Sangan effect activates. It lets me get another one. Oh, so now I get the Yubel. Damn it. Maybe if I did that line a little bit earlier, I could have actually destroyed this and then had the other thing to clear the field. I think I messed that up. I might have messed that up. I could have also made another Nephthys to then try to do this, but it would have took the 2 out here. So if he doesn't have lethal, like I could use this thing's effect to bounce this and actually bounce both of these cards, and then he only has so much damage. But since this is a quick play fusion card, I have to kind of keep it up. I have to put as many bodies in front of him as I can possible, I think. But he definitely has to win, I think, this turn, because I'm going to clear his whole back row. If there's anything else that I can do to destroy this Yubel in the hand, I think it's smart to get, because if I take this away, he attacks this, then hits 26. I think I have to actually, I think I actually have to, like, try to mitigate damage as much as I can by actually forcing him to attack into each thing. Then he can fusion summon to kill this. If that fusion doesn't actually, like, insta-kill this and then go through, then I should be alive here. But I'm starting to see it. So I think I should have limit verse early. And then I think one of the cards allowed me to, I think it was this card specifically. So that's the same card. I know that card doesn't pop anything. But it does special summon another card. Oh, you can destroy one Nephthys card in it, so I couldn't have used that anyway. I think there was a lot of line of plays that I could have went with there, but I kind of fumbled the bag. Alright, so I think that we go with this one. Destroy one card in hand. See, this is the one that instantly gets you the Yubel on the field, the Yubel Terror or whatever. Destroy one card in the hand, add an Nephthys to the hand. So if I draw, oh, come on. I want it so bad. And, okay, so what I want to do, I want to try something. Destroy one card in the hand, and it lets me get a Nephthys monster from my deck. So I could destroy this. When I get this card back, it will get a Nephthys card except this one to the graveyard. I think it's still smarter to do this, unfortunately. Use the other devotee. I can destroy I can use this card in the graveyard to destroy one of these and then utilize that card effect. I think I do need the spell card here though. See what it traps. He doesn't respond to anything. Activate this. And in response, use devotee as the material. So we can pop a card in the back row. And it's MetalFoes. Now since this was thing, I get to special summon a card for free. And this is what important, like this is where I keep messing up because I'm not exactly sure, like should I just get this and special summon it, or should I get one of these and then like it will choose. I think technically right now, let's just go with this. I'll have the face down Toriental Tribute if he gets anything stronger than it. We're gonna go with the attack. So we kind of get a revenge on a MetalFoes deck. See if maybe it was just us. All right, we're gonna go into main phase 2. Put that down. This card's gonna kill itself. Unfortunate. But then when it's in the graveyard, I can destroy a Nephthys card in my hand and special summon it back to the field. So I don't know which one would be better for that. Destroy, like, I will destroy one of these and then it will come back. This one will come back in a standby phase, add a spell or trap, which you're not really running that many spell traps outside of the ritual card. True Draco, okay. Which, if he normal summons, like tribute summon something, I will just instantly Toriental Tribute off that. Just because of the pure fact of how annoying that is, because it's like a normal summon, it's not a special summon. That it probably has more attack than this, and I gotta be careful. What does this one do? Add this card was destroyed by card effect, add a Nephthys card. Same thing, they almost get the same thing. Now he's gonna pop this. Okay. A lot of these cards have it, yeah, when they go to the graveyard. So these two work together, okay. But if he pops this, it's only a monster that he can kill. So he can kill one of these monsters. You can target one monster on the field and destroy it. So he could destroy this, he could destroy that, but then it will clear his back row. And he got that card. Oh, what was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? MetalFoes combination. Once per turn, if a fusion monster is summoned, you can target one MetalFoes in the graveyard. that was with a lower level than the fusion monster special summon it. This card is sent to the field of the graveyard. You can do that. So he's gonna pop that. That's fine. Hasn't summoned anything yet. Now I think this one, when it goes to the graveyard, it's sent to the graveyard. Target one spell or trap in the zone, and then he gets it. So that's more what I'm worried about. Oh, he's tempted me. He's tempted me to pop it. But he already used this thing's effect. So he would need another thing's effect to do that. I feel like I should have maybe just popped it straight off of that. I feel like I should have did that. That is my assumption there. Is that... But this was a normal summon, so he'd have to use like another card's effect in order to get this out of the way. And there goes that. Now does he just pop this with this? Because he can. Or does he pop this and get rid of my back row? But his hand's pretty limited. I'm assuming he's out of options at this point. He can't have like everything. You know, you can't have everything. So I'm assuming you pop this, get the 2/3s, and then you get it on and pop in with a XZ's monster. With the 2 bio, blah, 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 blah. Yep, there we go. Now when those get summoned, I'm going to pop it. I'm going to Toriental. We already know what this card is. We know it's this card that he can't use because he just put it down. It's the MetalFoes combination. Now he has the MetalFoes fusion. But I don't think MetalFoes fusion. I don't know if he can he use the ones in the pendulum zone? No, face up in the extra deck, exactly. So I'm gonna Toriental now. He still should be able to draw his 2 cards. He shouldn't be able to use this quick play spell either. Oh no, I think that was, yeah, he said a normal spell. So actually he can use it. But I think it would be a smart thing because that was a normal summon into 2 special summons. I'm gonna Toriental now, and then if he has another way, if he hasn't pendulum summoned yet, right? So the 2 cards that he draws, like his the draw, and then the put back, and then the draw, and then the put back, because he only has 1 card, so he has to pretty much choose between these 2 cards and say no, I don't want that, and then choose between these 2 cards. No, I don't want that. And then he has 1 card in his hand. No cards out in the thing. Next turn, Sacred Phoenix comes and boom, 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 bam. Everything. Yeah, he's done. Played like a fiddle, baby. Like a fiddle. All right, I'm going to try one more time to get Yubel out. I'm trying. You can't say I'm not trying, but I don't have too much time to record and then edit and then put this out. So I gotta try one more time. I get to go first. Cool. Oh, you know, another archetype I'd like to see this with? Fire King. I would like to see... There's a lot of the self-destruction decks. Even that MetalFoes deck seems like it's... Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Oh, so we have it right there. I get a destroy a card in my hand. I'm gonna choose Yubel. I think this works like this. I'm almost certain. And then I get to just add this card to my hand, right? Lets me even search those too. Do I have a... This gives me a spell, right? Yeah. Whatever. I have this as a backup, I guess. Yubel's effect activates. It was destroyed by another card. Getting the one, not in my hand, get the one from the deck. And what's cool about this... Wait, what? What is it? Oh, yeah, one of these. What's cool about this card is that it's going to pop this, and I'm going to be able to get the effect of when this card dies, I get to add a spell trap. So actually, now I'll get the thing. I feel like that might work out better. Put that face down just in case. Now, Yubel, the Terra Incarnate effect is going to activate, killing this other card. So now we have this card effect going to trigger on the standby phase. Now, he can kill this, and this is what I was trying to say. It's not airtight. It's not airtight. But what's cool about Yubel is that you can keep summoning it and then killing it. And then you can get multiple of these. You can get multiple. So I don't think you need that many. Also, what's cool about, since they are level 11s, if you do happen for some reason to get 2, you can skip straight to the Pain Gainer, you know? So, like, it's cool. But if he has no way to get rid of this... Okay, so you guys Kaiju on decks. Wait, to use this effect? Oh, if it when it leaves the field, the other one comes out. That's fine. Blah, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You take no damage at this card battle. But technically, I feel like I should still do that. I mean, all I'm doing is taking... I think I just take 700 damage right now. That's all that really happens, right? Which sucks, but he's not really stopping me from doing too much stuff with that. So now I can get a, what is it, Spell a Trap from my deck. And now I'm running one, so it is what it is. So I wish there was a way that I can naturally get rid of this. I think one of these level 2 ones can get rid of it. Can I target it? Okay, I can target it. So there is a level 2 in here. We're just gonna use the Yubel thing as a thing, because I don't need 2 of them in my hand. This one is supposed to summon another Nephthys card. Not Oriental yet. Get one of these. Destroy a card in the hand, add to the thing. Destroy a card in the it's the same thing. If you do. Where's the one that I can destroy one card in my hand and special summon? Okay, there we go. No Toriantal yet. Can activate this card to special summon another Nephthys monster. I get this back. I get to destroy Sacred Phoenix. This card comes back in defense mode. Now I can't use this thing's effect. It probably would let me like do the destruction part of it, but I'm not even trying to do that right now. Alright, so like I said, we can negate this card's effect. We can have to, yeah, we don't want to do that. I think I'm using this. I wanted to attach one material, target one other face-up card to field, while this card's the effect is negated. I think that's what we're looking to do here. Get rid of you, right? You already used your effect. You're negated. Oh, I can take multiple? Is that even a proper thing to do? Probably not. So now I can take this, throw this down there, negate that thing's effect, and now its effect is negated. No, I don't want to do that. We can also normal summon this. Not Toriantal yet. Get this back. And I know technically I can get this now. By destroying my other card, I can special summon this back from the graveyard. This is just additional damage. We don't have lethal or anything like that, but that should kill it. Ayy! Look at the work. 500 off.
Why didn't I do more research?
I can take multiple?
I'm so stupid. How did my parent?
Is that even a proper thing to do? Probably not. So not only does he have to clear this board, if anything he drops that is remotely threatening, I could Toriantal Tribute. My monster will be coming back next turn and sweeping the field. Like this. At the end of the fan, if this card battle, return as many monsters up to the as possible to the hand other than this card, and if you do 300 for each card. That's not really a threatening thing outside of when this card, right? That's the shitty part. Does he have any other follow-up to this card though? He does. There you go. I like when you get greedy. I think right here I could just pop everything right now. This card doesn't get to attack. It doesn't get to do anything really. I think we put this in defense mode because he can't. Does the sweep? Yeah. Because he can't do anything. This card goes back to the deck, I think, right? It's supposed to go back to the deck. Cool. So, what's really cool... Oh my god, how many of these are there? This card, but if your life points is lower than your opponent, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference? What the hell is that? So now we're both just... That's insane. That is actually insane. All right, so now we're both at 500. I'm gonna get this. If I can find, I don't know, since this is this format, I don't know if I can actually able to get another card that can actually mess with that. Is there anything? Oh, I can do this, the Dajin Buster. Negate the activation and inflict 500. Okay, we're going with that play. So that was the wait a minute. Did I misread the fine print? 2 level 2 dark mon. Why are you even in here? Oh, it's what happens when you net deck. Oh god. This is the only other option I could think of. This is the only option I can think of. So he goes back. And if he does another Time Lord nonsense, I'm going to use Baba Barber to bounce it. And then we're going to do that, I guess, until I can figure out some type of answer. I don't know. What is this one? Yeah, battled. Oh, it's one or the other. I thought it was both. Oh my god.
One eternity later.
Oh my god. I could have used this to. Oh no. I actually had a way to this card, the Herald of the Pure Light. I'm editing that out, but I actually could have just put this, used this card, bounce this card back to my thing, and I would have won. There's actually a way I could have won. I could have beat him. I could have got that card back. But you guys saw everything pretty much about the deck. And I was just doing a bunch of combos to see what I can do. I'm definitely, I didn't do much. I was just activating a bunch of effects. But I just realized, I'm like reading this card. I was like, maybe it'll let me draw one more card. Attach one, then target one monster in the graveyard, add it to the hand. But if it's obviously if it's the XZs or whatever. Wait, what is he doing? If at the end of this card battle, your life points is less than 4,000, then your life points becomes 4,000. Okay, so he just heals himself. He had every single Time Lord. Like what the heck? Now I think I did manage to still kill. And now now I have 2 4s. I have everything I need. Ring of Destruction. Oh yeah, he can't do anything higher than my life points. That clears everything. But now I have the 2 4. Now everything is already in place. It doesn't even matter anymore. We could just do this. Nothing matters at this point. So utilizing this card, I can pretty much get cards from my graveyard, like any of these cards, and then pretty much bounce them back. Interesting. I like it. But now we can just do this. Took 8 years, but we actually end up winning this somehow. Imagine that. As soon as he realizes he's gonna lose. Oh, fuck this, I'm done. Oh boy. I've been recording for an hour, by the way. Destroy 10 monsters in a match. Wow. I didn't even know that was a actual thing. Now you guys can see how the deck runs, how it works. I think I've shown every little incy-bincy part of it. The only thing I didn't get to really show you guys was obviously 2 8s because I played a little bit sloppy, but you can obviously, if you really pay attention, you can get 2 8s, get this guy out in the field, and then level up. And then I could have got this guy out, and then he would have banish all special summon monsters, and I would have been able to hit for 4K. That would have been another really, really good push. But everything else I think you guys saw within the deck, there's a lot more smooth movements that you can actually use, but this is actually my first time using it, so I didn't really get to like test it out really, but it was really enjoyable trying to figure it out with you guys. I think we figured it out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.